Duchess of Mandalore is the final chapter of this arc, and it begins with Count Dooku talking from his flagship, the SS Smexibeard, to Deathwatch about their evil plans.
First, send a Deathwatch assassin to Coruscant.
But just the one, because I have such a good track record with Mandalorian assassins that I've sent to Coruscant that I don't even need a contingency plan. As the lone assassin is sent off, the rest are allowed to continue the incredibly important job of generally milling about in the middle of a desert, where they are spotted by a scout who reports back to the Mandalorian Prime Minister. The issue is simple. Deathwatch can never hope to take over Mandalore by force. The people simply will not allow it. Those days, they're long behind them. It's so the norm now that Boba Fett's probably actually a CPA who does bounty hunting on the weekends, and that's just to build up the new baby's college fund. Boba Fett bounty honey, you name him, we claim him. Like, honey, I told you not to call me unless it was an emergency. Okay. Yes, all right. It's an emergency, fine. Just the client right now. Okay, make it quick. Put up the comm link. Here is the spaceship. Here is the door. Daddy's gonna hold his little girl once more. But that can all change. If the Republic occupies with troops, no matter what their reason, it will feel like an invasion because of the bitter history between the two, and Deathwatch will be seen as liberators to the populace. The Republic has to stay out of it, which is what the Duchess insists on in front of the Senate, not only for that reason, but because Republic troop presence would only lead to further violence, which they want to avoid as well. Well, that's when Palpatine whips out a holo recording of the Deputy Minister of the Mandalorians saying that Deathwatch is like ISIS, but capable of walking through walls, and they have a gun that fires cancer. And the only answer is for Republic assistance. The Duchess is flustered by this. He's an honorable man. He would never lie to our people. So it's the truth? Of course not. It's a pack of lies. The Deputy Minister can't be reached to confirm or deny the statement since he's currently dead. There was a Deathwatch attack on his location this morning, and presumably he went out while waving a Republic flag and saying freedom isn't free with his dying breath. Obi-Wan tries talking to her, but the Duchess is still upset. There's the whole sexual tension thing they've got going on too, plus the fact that he talks to women like Prince Charles, trying to explain tariffs to a small child with a runny nose.
Rushing in like this, it's foolhardy.
Ironic words from a man who spends his days running hither and yon, wielding his lightsaber with deadly force as if on a crusade.
She's talking about your penis. She leaves in a huff, but that's when the assassin strikes, sabotaging her speeder and forcing her and her honor guard to leap onto a platform while the driver looks for a place to park. This is why I never trust a valet with my keys. Anyway, Palpatine says that there's nothing they can do, which upsets the Duchess. Then Masameda says no, they have to do something. They have to send Republic forces to Mandalore to send a message to the Deathwatch, which makes her realize that doing something is even worse than doing nothing sometimes. Obi-Wan is waiting outside, wanting to make sure she's all right, but she's not. She's worked up about this whole disaster. She seems powerless to stop. She can only hope that she can come up with some kind of proof from her contact in the Ministry of Intelligence that can convince the Senate before they vote tomorrow. That's when Padme comes by to let her know that, thanks to the accident, the Senate decided to hold the vote immediately, and it came down in favor of occupation. This day could not get any worse if Geonosian brainworms crawled out of those seashells stuck in her hair. She meets with her contact anyway, unaware that the assassin is still on the prowl. He hands her the evidence that she needs. The contact, not the assassin. Assassins aren't usually very helpful. It's the unedited version of the deputy minister's speech, and just in time for him because he gets shot. The assassin fails to kill her, though, because a RoboCop gets in the way, and presumes that, since she has her little deactivator out, she must be the killer. She instead makes a run for it. And you might be saying, surely a cursory examination of the evidence would show that she's innocent. But remember, 1. As a Mandalorian, she already mistrusts the Republic, and everything since arriving has only proven that she can't trust it. 2. She has just been told that the evidence presented to the Senate was doctored, meaning someone with a lot of power was responsible, and if they can change that evidence, they can certainly alter the evidence to make her look guilty of this murder. 3. Someone is trying to kill her. Being in custody could make that very easy for the right person to finish the job. And 4, most importantly, she's the only one who can find the one-armed man.